Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics edition number 17. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released June 12th, 2013, beginning alphabetically with Alpha Big Time number 5. The greatest superhero story ever told comes to a startling conclusion. Alpha and the superior Spider-Man team up to fight Zeta. The Marvel Universe ends here. Footnote, Marvel Universe may not actually end. Next we've got Astonishing X-Men number 63. Over the course of his life, Bobby Drake, aka Iceman, has taken on and beaten the worst enemies the world and the universe can throw at him. But is the most dangerous villain yet to come, and could it be none other than Bobby himself? We've also got Avengers Assemble number 16, The Enemy Within, part 2 of 5. Who wants you for dinner? The Brood. Spider-Woman and Captain Marvel declare war on the Magnetron. Who? And Hawkeye has a bright idea. We've also got Avenging Spider-Man number 22. The Punisher and Spider-Man have never seen eye to eye, but this is the superior Spider-Man. What does Frank Castle think about Spider-Man's new hard-edged attitude? Plus, Mysterio is back, or is he? The superior Spider-Man has a few questions for old Fishbowl Head, but the Punisher has something else for him: bullets. Next, we've got Deadpool number 11, concluding the second arc of Marvel Now. Deadpool. Can Wade trust Hell to keep their side of this contract? Will all of Deadpool's new friends end up dead because of him? Are turkey sandwiches better than ham? 2 of these 3 questions will be answered. Next, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy number 3. The biggest new book of the year continues. As the Guardians' first story wraps up, the mysteries leading to the next great Marvel event become clearer. We've also got Marvel Universe, The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes number 15. Baron Zemo comes to the Avengers for help against the Enchantress. The hit Disney XD show bursts off the screen and into your hands with this screen capture adaptation from The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes Season 2. We've also got Savage Wolverine number 6. A new arc starts here. Wolverine plus Elektra plus Spider-Man times Wells plus Madura minus rules equals pain. Next we've got Thor God of Thunder number 9. God Bomb Part 3 of 5, 3 Thors side by side at last, united in battle. But will even that be enough, as Gore the God Butcher's grand plan nears completion and his powers grow beyond anything we've seen before? Next we've got Ultimate Comics X-Men number 27, the earth-shattering conclusion to natural resources. The big battle for Utopia is here. Finally some answers about Psylocke. When the dust clears, who will lead the mutant nation? And we've got Uncanny X-Force number 6. Secrets from the future and the past come to haunt Uncanny X-Force. What does Phantom X want from Betsy? What does Betsy want from Cluster? What does Cluster want from Phantom X? What does Bishop want from the 21st century? A body count or a good burger? And Los Angeles, lock up your humans. There's a new mutant on the loose. We've also got Venom number 36. The next Venom chapter starts here. In the aftermath of his encounter with Toxin, Agent Venom hits the town for some old-fashioned crime busting. But this kind of crime busts back, introducing Lord Ogre, a leader in Philly's criminal underbelly. Next we've got Wolverine number 4, the conclusion of hunting season. New York City is under biological attack. Can Wolverine save it before it's too late? Guest starring Nick Fury. And we've got Wolverine and the X-Men number 31. Hellfire Saga Part 1, welcome to the Hellfire Academy. There's little chance you'll survive the experience. The most villainous school you've ever seen has its grand opening. With teachers like Mystique, Sauron, Mojo, Wendigo, and Master Pandemonium, there's no limit to the terrible things you'll learn. Can Wolverine and the X-Men find the school before their kidnapped students are turned into villains? Out in trades this week, we've got the Astonishing X-Men gifted prose novel. The Astonishing X-Men are outcast heroes banded together and dedicated to protecting the rights of mutants everywhere. But when breaking news regarding a cure for the mutant gene unexpectedly hits the airwaves, how will the world react? What if no one had to be a mutant anymore? Would that be a curse or a blessing? And what price would mutant kind pay for this cure? Cyclops and Wolverine believe it's dangerous, but the blue-furred beast finds himself tempted, and Dr. Kavita Rao, the serum's inventor, has an ally, a deadly creature whose plans extend far beyond this world. This full-length novel by New York Times bestselling author Peter David, based on the acclaimed comic series by Joss Whedon and John Cassaday, takes Marvel's Uncanny Mutant team to a whole new level. We've also got Captain America Volume 1, Castaway in Dimension Z, Book 1 hardcover. Thrust into a bizarre, inhospitable world far from home, the all-new high-adventure, mind-melting, tough-as-nails, sci-fi pulp fantasy era of Captain America starts now. Arnim Zola's ambitions leave Captain America stranded in the upside-down territory known as Dimension Z. With no country and no allies, what's left of the Sentinel of Liberty to protect? just the one thing his foe values most, Zola's son. Steve has saved the boy's life, but can he keep him alive against the savage barbarians of Phrox, with the fate of the world hinging on his victory? And when Zola's terrible experiments on the indigenous creatures give birth to a terrible new foe, the odd war of Dimension Z begins. No flesh escapes the patchwork. Collects Captain America number 1 through 5. We've also got Deadpool Killustrated trade paperback. Deadpool has already killed every hero in the Marvel Universe, but he isn't through. This time, Deadpool's going to take down the most famous characters in classic literature. Why read a book when you can watch a book die? Tom Sawyer gets slashed in twain. The little women's throats may get all cut. Scrooge gets a visit from 3 bullets. Gulliver gets a swift death. The 3 musketeers are all for done. Sherlock Holmes gets to the bottom of his own grave. And more book-related puns. Can Deadpool rid the universe of the scourge of classic literature? Throw away your library card and buy this book. You never know how badly you needed this. Collecting Deadpool Killustrated number 1 through 4. Next, we've got Essential Wolverine Volume 7 trade paperback. Brace yourselves for intense action as Wolverine faces down the Wendigo, deals with his deadly new bride Viper, is possessed by a body-hopping fugitive, and gets shanghaied into space to save an entire planet from Galactus? Back on Earth, Wolverine battles robots, teams up with Nightcrawler, Jubilee, and Alpha Flight, and confronts the ever-incredible Hulk. But Logan isn't quite himself, and there's a more sinister reason for it than you'd think. It all leads up to the old Knucklehead's 25th anniversary bonanza, the twin threats of Apocalypse and Sabretooth, the identity of Death revealed, and the return of a certain unbreakable metal that's been near and dear to Wolvie since his debut. Snicked. Guest starring Miss Marvel, the Starjammers, Cable and the X-Men, the new Fantastic Four, and a horde of Marvel heroes, collecting Wolverine number 129 to 148 and Hulk number 8. We've also got Marvel Noir, Daredevil, Cage, Iron Man trade paperback, 3 gritty tales in one hard-hitting collection. When you play poker with a liar, you'll always lose. And in Hell's Kitchen during the Great Depression, a town where justice is a game, blind Matt Murdock is about to learn that painful lesson. Wealthy adventurer Tony Stark has a deadly addiction to danger, obsession, and a need for fortune and glory ignite his genius mind to find new ways to put himself at risk, but what secret is driving him toward almost certain death? Urban legend Luke Cage has been released from Rikers, but he soon finds out there's one hell of a price to being free. Is Luke destined to be a hero for hire, or just a chump for a double-crossing setup? Collecting Daredevil Noir number 1 through 4, Luke Cage Noir number 1 through 4, and Iron Man Noir number 1 through 4. We've also got Marvel Universe Wolverine Digest trade paperback, 4 all-ages adventures featuring the most popular X-Men. Before he joined the X-Men, Wolverine was a secret agent, skilled in espionage and combat. But when he's ordered to deal with the town being slowly covered by metal, Logan must use his greatest weapon to survive, his brain. Experience Wolverine's first ever appearance as he battles the Incredible Hulk, but who or what is the Wendigo? Kitty Pryde's got a crush, and she's depending on Wolvie to help her get the hookup. But what happens when the crush is Thor, God of Thunder? All Spider-Man has to do is follow Wolverine for one day and report what he does. What could possibly go wrong? Collecting Free Comic Book Day 2009, Wolverine Origin of an X-Man, Incredible Hulk number 181, Wolverine First Class number 15, and Spider-Man number 3. We've also got Wolverine Comic Reader number 2, collecting Wolverine First Class number 2 and material from Wolverine and Power Pack number 1. And we've got Wolverine First Cuts trade paperback. Get ready for the upcoming cinematic blockbuster of The Wolverine with this fact-packed volume spotlighting the film's principal players. Witness the experiment that bonded adamantium to Logan's bones and claws and learn the true story of how he joined the X-Men. Relive Wolverine's first meeting and star-crossed romance with the beautiful Mariko Yoshida, his duel of honor with Mariko's criminal father Lord Shingen, and the introduction of the wandering Ronin, Yukio. Also featuring the first teaming between criminal duo Viper and the Silver Samurai as they clash with Black Widow, Nick Fury's Shield, and the Amazing Spider-Man. Wolverine's greatest adventure begins here. Collects X-Men Origins Wolverine number 1, Uncanny X-Men number 118 and 119, Wolverine 1 and 2, Marvel Team Up 83 through 85, and material from the Best of Marvel Comics hardcover. Okay, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.